Good day, freaks. I'm here to give you a read straight from the hip with lots of lip and also to do another unboxing. This is the last one for now. I'm just going through my birthday haul, all the wonderful decks that people sent to me for my birthday. Thank you so much. I absolutely love everything that I received, and I appreciate you also supporting the channel because I want to be able to bring a variety of reads here and work with lots of different mediums, so it's really cool to get turned on to some different decks and also to be able to share them all with you. And then we're also going to go into a wild card read where we're going to look at what's the tea, just kind of a general for the collective. What's the tea? What's going on with all the interesting energies that have been out there? I'm sure you've been noticing people have been acting kind of funny. Okay. We are leading up to, that big solar eclipse, new moon in Scorpio. What wasn't seen before back in April is kind of coming to its big curtain rising moment, where we're really going to have certain things illuminated for us. So you're going to start to see people getting a little restless, that no, they haven't been moving quite correct. All right. So we're going to go ahead and look at that. And I figured this was the best deck to do that kind of a read with. So today we are going to be unboxing the Kipper Deck, okay? The infamous Kipper Deck. I'm sure that if you've been watching readings on YouTube for any length of time, you've come across this deck in other readers' readings, and I'm really excited to get working with this one because it's just real blunt, to the point, no BS, and that's how I kind of move. So I noticed that there were two different kinds of decks available on Amazon, all right? And one of the decks came in, a fancy box. And then the other one came in a velvet bag, all right? And the difference in cost was significant. So while you could pay for a hardcover box for your Kipper deck, it was like 27 bucks or something like that. I got this deck for $8.99. All right, I got this deck for $8.99. I treated myself with a little birthday fund money I got as a gift. I decided to invest it in the channel, So it came in this plastic bag here. So I'm opening it up right now. It's the first time I'm having a look at any of this with all of you. And it comes with a velvet bag, all right? And I mean, that's sufficient. That's sufficient, right? I like it. I like the velvet bag. I like that that symbol on there too. I don't know if I'll even use that for the deck, to be honest with you. I might use it for something else. A little fun, make some kind of like mojo bag or something, We got the standard, that comes with most decks, just a simple paper book that gives the description of the cards. Okay, pretty general, pretty basic. I'm going to put these back here for now. And then we got the deck that comes in the simple box. Now it's interesting because all the other deck was for, paying a good, $17 more, was just like a hardcover deck, but inside was still this, this small deck and the paper book. I mean, you're paying 17 bucks for packaging. So just a little tip there for those of you who come across that and get kind of duped in because you see this like bigger box being advertised and you think that it's a different deck. It's not. It's the same deck. You're just paying for a difference in packaging. So, hopefully that's helpful to some of you out there. It can save you some money. Save you some money if you want to treat yourself to this deck. One of these days when I'm doing these unboxings, I'll get my act together and I'll have something to cut through the packaging. One of these days. Today is not that day. I do want to take a moment while I'm getting this open to just say thank you to all the new subscribers, to everybody who's been commenting and giving me feedback on the reads, and sending decks to the channel, and giving, your donations. And I really do appreciate it. It's a lot of energy to build something like this. So it's nice to know that what I'm putting out there is being received and that people appreciate it. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And if you are ever interested in supporting the channel, leaving a little donation, you can just click on that link that's in my header on the home page. It says just the tip. And it would be graciously received and invested back into the channel. I'd love to get better equipment to give you higher quality videos, all that. So here we go. We're going to just open this up. We're going to have a look at the deck. We're going to go through it together. And I don't think it's going to take so long to go through this deck as it has some of the others I've been sharing with you. So I want to do like an actual read, okay, with this one rather than giving a read as I go through the cards. Okay, so let's dive into this together and see what we got. I'm excited. I've been wanting to work with this deck, so looking forward to it. Okay, so we see that on the back of the deck, very simple, design. I like it. We got that jester energy, that trickster energy coming in there. So this is what the back looks like. We're just going to go through them one at a time and let you have a look. We got main male, main female, marriage, courtship, mature man. Great for, significators. So you know who it's talking about. I can understand why a lot of readers use these as clarification cards, because this can really help you dial in the message of the reading and get into specifics. Mature woman, message, false person, change, journey, sudden wealth, privileged lady, wealthy man, message of concern, lovers, thoughts, gift, child, coffin, house, family room, official person, courthouse, thief, high honor, great fortune, Ted's timing. I think Ted thinks that a lot of you are going to be coming into great fortune because he said, So when my fetch gives some input, I always let him bring the messages through. Great fortune, huh, Ted? Yeah, some of you got good things coming to you, definitely on deck for those who've moved correctly, okay? We got unexpected income, expectation, imprisonment, adjudication, bad health, despair, concern, occupation, pathway, distant horizons, poverty, toil and labor, and community. Okay, so 39 cards in the deck. That comes to 12, which is 3. So 3 energy in this deck. 3 is all about, you know, having some help, some assistance on hand. Okay, so we're going to get some assistance through Kipper Deck here, and we're going to find out what is coming in for the collective. What's the T for the collective? What should we be prepared for as we move through the remainder of October, okay? Because we're already that deep in. Can you believe how fast time has been moving? It's pretty wild, right? I'm just going to give these a good shuffle, really get them nice and mixed up before we move forward here. All right. We're just going to get this deck seasoned with that intention. What's the T for the collective throughout the remainder of this present month of October 2022? What's in store for us? What's arriving on the scene, man? Let us know what the fuck is going on, Kipper. Okay, collective. What's on deck for us throughout the remainder of October? Ooh, we got a courtship card flipped up right here, okay? So we got courtship, and it's interesting because we had the courtship come out upright like so, and then we had this card come up as a crossing influence, and the crossing influence is poverty, okay? So right here, this lets me know that there's some situation in the collective where somebody might be coming towards you because they see that you're actually in a really good spot financially. They see that you've been building something for yourself. They see that you're starting to move into a place of financial solvency. And what I'm getting here is that recently they've financially been rocked a bit. Their stability has been shaken. This might have even been somebody in the past who kind of was in a more stable position than you. Maybe you were really struggling and this person kind of held that over your head, that they were in a financially better spot. But you really, you know, worked hard. You put the energy in, the time in, you built something for yourself, and now it's really starting to grow. You're finally starting to see growth. I feel like for a lot of you, you really put a lot of time and energy in, and you may have hit a point when you were wondering, like, is this thing going to grow? I feel like I'm kind of just like trying to, you know, keep the CPR going on this on this pursuit. You know, it might have been some hard times and bitter tea, like you might have went through a little lean passage, but I see that you're really starting to grow financially. And it's like right as you're starting to get to this place of, you know, personal solvency, here comes this person in, you know, and all of a sudden they're interested in, you know, connecting with you, you know, and it sure sounds like a sweet deal, but let's look into this a little deeper. Let's really mix this up. I want to mix this up a little deeper. Okay, we're going to build this story with my good old shadow and light bicycle cards here. Okay, I love good playing cards because this is just real straight up, just like this Kipper here. Okay, so give us a little information here about this courtship and how it ties to this poverty piece. Let's get a little bit more details on this situation, and then we'll look on the bottom of the deck for the Kipper deck and get more of a basis of the matter. But I want to do some clarifying with just the straight up playing cards here, all right? Woo, okay, this one wants to come out. It's just like, here. Okay, this could have to do with the King of Clubs. That is fire sign energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so we know we got an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in the mainframe here. Now they are coming in at the light. Okay, this person's coming in the light. So this is somebody that has good intentions. Okay, they have good intentions. Maybe this person also has been in a place where they've been struggling financially. This is another story. Okay, I'm bringing this in. They've been struggling financially. Maybe they've wanted to make an offer to somebody, but they felt like they didn't have, enough of a foundation in place to really approach somebody on this level, which, is kind of unfortunate that people move in the arena of love like this, that they think that it's all about what they have to offer materially. It's not at the end of the day. And when it comes down to really connecting with somebody on a heart level, it's not about the things they have, and you can't take that with you at the end of the day. But we are looking at a masculine energy, right? And in our society, men equate money with power, and they think that this is what is required in order to be able to even step to someone, and that's kind of sad. I think we need to like change that thinking. I mean, it's good to be ambitious. It's good to have goals. It's good to have something you're building. But if you're working and you're doing your thing, and you're trying to bring your dreams into being, that's good enough, man. Isn't that good enough? Or are you all that shallow? I know some of you all are that shallow. Okay, well, I want to know, like, what is this king of clubs intentions in relation to this courtship? Let's see what side they're on. Let's see what's going on here. This could be a case where, a king of wands was taken advantage of by somebody who was wanting to use them. Okay, use them maybe under the guise of offering love, but wanting to really just take advantage of them financially. So let's have a look at this. I also got, some king of wands are going through, a separation, a divorce. There's like this dividing of assets. It's really affected them negatively. Woo! I hit the nail on the head with that one. I hit the nail on the head with that one. Okay, because what we see coming up here, it flew out of the deck, and it flew out as a crossing influence. Queen of clubs, okay? And Queen of clubs, again, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is somebody who's really bitter because they're operating out of the shadow, right? So we do see that there's somebody feels like they want to get their hands on somebody's assets here, okay? Fire sign, collective, front and center, right? This is like somebody's in a position where they don't got their shit together financially. And so they're stepping to this king of wands, and they're trying to work him, by making promises of, offering affection and love and commitment and loyalty. And it's basically an act. Okay. There's something that's shady here. And in the case of like a marriage where things are splitting up, somebody's getting a little greedy. They're getting a little greedy and cutthroat in the dividing of assets. Uh-huh. And this may be because somebody had some unexpected income, okay? Basis of the matter. Remember what I was saying, that somebody at first was in a position where they financially weren't in a really good spot. They were kind of just doing their thing, but they've been on the come up. Like, they've worked really hard. They're building something for themselves. They got finances coming in. This person sees it. They feel entitled to it. They feel like they should have it for some reason. And we see that this Queen of clubs is a false person. Okay? There's something you can't see here. Look at the masks being worn. Okay? And we know that the false person in this scenario is the feminine. It's the Queen of clubs, right? This Queen of clubs is working this masculine. All right? You may have been in your thoughts in regard to this. You may have already kind of picked up an inkling around this. This also may be somebody who is like a creative type. They might be an artist. I just thought, they might be somebody who does something in the art field, maybe a painter, somebody who does something creatively. They do have their work like on display. I got, whatever they do some kind of creative work, and it's on display. I'm getting like in a gallery, something along these lines. They've had like shows that like release their work, showings to the public and things things of this nature. There's some peace here. There's some peace here. That's for somebody. But aside from that, I think that you've kind of been in your head about this situation. Like, you've been feeling the pull, you've been feeling the desire to give in to this because you have an attraction. This person is somebody you're attracted to. They light your fire. You may feel a sexual chemistry with this person, and so you feel very drawn in. But I think at the same time, you're trying to get like an objective view, because what I think of when I think of art is everybody sees art in a different way. It can be the same piece of art, but everybody has their own perception of it. And so again, this like showing kind of vibe, like I think maybe this person knows how to put on a show. I think maybe this person is somebody that other people really have a certain perception of. Maybe you have a different view that goes counter to what everybody else thinks about this person, and it's because you've been kind of like just sitting back for a moment. You've been getting a better look at this picture of what's really going on in this situation. I think this has been revealed to you. Yep, this is a woman, a privileged lady, okay? This is somebody who wants to be like a kept woman. That's what I'm getting. They want to be able to just kind of have their life of leisure. They don't want to have to put in any work. They want to just kind of like, they want to take what's yours and what you built. And we do see there are legalities involved in this. And what's right behind that? The wealthy man. The wealthy man. And it's interesting because coming right behind that is the coffin. Now, what I'm getting vibes of here, because we see that originally there was poverty. Somebody has a financial come up, right? Somebody has a financial come up. And they're now the wealthy man. All right. They went from poverty to the wealthy man, and we see coffin by this. So I think this could be in relation to a death in the family. Maybe they got left an inheritance. And so this person here, this queen of clubs, knows this king of clubs is coming into money, and they want to get their mitts on it. That's what I got. There's definitely an official person involved here. Okay, so I feel like this is kind of like getting some kind of legal notification about transfer of funds, is what I got coming in with that. And we do have mature woman with the family room, and right behind that is a message and sudden wealth. All right, so I'm really getting this piece here that this is a story of somebody is coming into generational wealth. It's being inherited through the family bloodline. Might have had to do something with a mature woman passing, okay, who left behind something in her will. And this brings this person into this place of sudden wealth. And just as this person's coming into this place of sudden wealth, oh, who's coming forward with a message after they've been MIA for how long? This queen of clubs. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting, okay? That's one story right there. That's one story right there. Let's see a little bit deeper into this situation. I'm just going to do top of the deck energy. This is very interesting. There also might be something illegal going on here. There might be somebody who's trying to get their hands on somebody else's money in an illegal fashion. I think that there's more than one person involved in this too. It feels like a bit of a scheme, man. This is a very specific story, but it's coming in really strong. It feels like it's some kind of scheme. This might be somebody who even has some kind of a criminal history, because we see imprisonment, here coming in with community. So this really makes me feel like somebody, I got two stories kind of coming in with this, okay? The first is that there's somebody in this situation, they got a rap sheet. They got a history of this, okay? And there's more than one person involved in this situation. They're trying to get their hands on some assets that don't belong to them. They're going about it through illegal means. This might have something to do with hacking, might have something to do with trying to get into somebody's assets electronically. Okay, this just coming through. There might be some legal action that's coming forward as a result of this. I think there is a mature man involved, okay, that's kind of looking at things and he's seeing things as they are. He's kind of got the memo about what's happening in this situation. And there's a main female here, okay? There's a main female here. And this main female is not part of this picture. She's separate from this situation. And we see that this mature man is going to reach out to this main female with a message of concern. Like, hey, I think you should know about what's going on here. This is what I'm getting. Somebody's going to get alerted to this situation. Tell me something about this message of concern coming into this main female here. Give me some illumination about this. What is this mature man going to let this main female know about? What is this message of concern about? I feel like this main female is in a place of, not being in the safest situation is what I'm feeling. And that's what the concern is about. I think somebody is needing some protection in this situation. This might be a third party dynamic too. I'm picking that up. Maybe this is a third party that tried to come in between an established couple and, seduced, went into that. I mean, that's what Queen of Clubs is in reverse in the shadow, It's that I want what I want and I don't care who gets hurt in the process. And I will do whatever I need to do to get what I want. I will use my sexuality. I will seduce. I will manipulate. I will play games. And I will be the side piece. This might have even been kind of like a sugar daddy kind of situation. There's definitely like this sex piece in the main frame with all that, wands energy out there. And we know that there's even sort of like for the King of Clubs, there might be even sort of like a kind of an addictive quality to the connection with this Queen of Clubs. Maybe it's been really hard to turn this person down and now they got entangled in this situation. They're kind of like a central figure in this situation and they didn't realize all the mess that they got connected to in this process, that it's starting to come to light for them. And so now they are put in the awkward position of, understanding that their main person, is now not in the safest position. That they compromise their partner. Woo, okay, this just put out right here. Yep, look at 7 of Hearts coming in the light. Yes, this is what's being illuminated. What's being illuminated is that there's other people involved in this situation, that it's a third party situation, that somebody has been intruding upon the relationship, that they've been acting as a seductress, that they've been trying to get their hands on this man's assets because they see that he's coming into a lot of money. And this person, this main female, is going to receive a message from some mature man who's been watching this all going down and knows exactly what's going on. And he's going to let this main female know what's up so she can look at her options, what she needs to do to get out of this toxic situation, man. This is fucked up. That is fucked up. Ooh, what behind that? Yep. Ooh, and this is victory, okay, with the 6 of Clubs. All right. I see successful outcome here for the main female and this mature man. Okay. And also for this king of clubs. Okay. Because this king of clubs, he's coming up in the light. Okay. It's not in the shadow. We got this queen of clubs in the shadow here. And I think there might be some legal repercussions for this. You know, somebody could really get in a lot of trouble for playing games like this, man. It's no joke. Let's do a cut of the deck on the Kipper in this situation and see what we got. Yeah, there may be a child involved too, okay? There may be a child involved, like at the center of this situation. So that's even more tricky. I just got be careful, King of Clubs. If you have been, you know, fooling around with this Queen of Clubs operating in the shadow, they might be trying to get pregnant so they can get a stronghold on your money. All right, that's another piece coming in there. Do be live to the reality that there's some people who move like this. Yeah, there's a house. There's a house that's in the mainframe here too. I feel like somebody's wanting to get their hands on somebody's property. Okay, they want their hands on somebody's property. This definitely has to do with the dividing of assets. Yeah, the main male. Okay, it's the main male's property. And this Queen of Clubs is moving in the shadow and wants to get their hands on it. I'm going to go ahead and look at the top of the deck on the bicycle cards here too. We got 4 of spades coming in the light, which means don't enter into any kind of arguments or interactions with this Queen of Clubs. The smarter course of action is to kind of pull your energy back, give this some space. I see things are going to start to work out in this matter within the next 4 weeks. You're really going to see things come through a lot more clearly. Okay. And right behind that, we have what is hidden with the Ace of Spades operating in the shadow. All right. What was done in the dark, an end's going to be put to that shit. Okay. There also could be an earth sign energy involved in this situation. We got Jack of Diamonds, okay, operating in the shadow. This could also be an action taken by an earth sign that has fire strongly aspected in their chart, or a fire sign that has earth strongly aspected in their chart. Got fire earth combo here, okay? This is, I feel like this was done very slowly, very imperceptibly. This has been like something that's been worked for a while, okay? Because we know with the Jack of Diamonds that it's a very slow moving energy. It's not something that's done rashly or quickly, and it's almost because it was done, you know, so slowly that it was able to kind of like fly under the radar. And now it's at the point where it's starting to come to light what's actually been done here. And this is going to be brought to an end. And I think a harsh end. I mean, we got this all coming up in the shadow here. This is not good news. This is not good news. So really, those of you who are picking up this situation, because this is a very specific scenario, and I'm going to do another read too, but I'm going to be closing out this one here in just a second. Those of you that resonate with this, you really need to block this energy. You need to stand on what's yours. You need to protect what's yours with that 7 of clubs. You need to have your conviction, you know, the courage of your conviction. We see that things are going to turn around in favor of you. Okay, we got the 4 of Hearts also coming in the light. This may be very disappointing. It may have been something very disappointing for you, or will be disappointing for you when this comes to light. But once this comes to light, you're going to realize that it's good that this happened, because it's like you're getting saved. You're getting saved from a really disastrous situation. If this person would have gone, you know, on further and gotten away with this undetected, it really could have destroyed your stability, you know. So be grateful that this is getting exposed and everything's coming out now. Cut of the deck energy on the bicycle cards here. Yeah, we got 3 of spades coming in the light. Okay, so this is one of those cases where it's like this thing falling apart and not going the way you wanted it to go with this woman is like the best thing that could have ever happened to you. All right. Yes, it hurt, but there's some kind of gift that comes through on the other side of this experience. All right. Because this may have seemed like it was wish fulfillment. All right. With this 9 of hearts coming up in the shadow. But really, King of clubs. Oh, wow. This is why I love working with both the shadow and light coming up in the shadow. You know that by you connecting with this person, it was just all about personal gratification for you. This was a very sexual connection. Okay. So in a way, it's sort of funny because it's like both people worked each other. One person thought they were working one for their finances, you know, to get their mitts on their money. And the other person was using the other just for, you know, sexual gratification. Okay. You know that this puts you in a position of operating out of your shadow. Like this wasn't healthy. All right. And the best decision you could have made was 8 of hearts to walk away from this and move toward a brighter future. Okay. Yeah, this was a really unhealthy cycle. 10 of spades in the shadow that needed to come to an end. And it really rocked your balance. It rocked your balance financially too. I don't think that you got out of this situation without having a part with a, you know, a decent chunk of change. Okay. There's something here. There's something here that went down where you did get a little duped yourself. It's sort of like both of the players in this scenario are getting played. And that's kind of a little bit of karmic justice, man, okay? But this really disrupted your balance. And right now, you know, you're feeling that. You're feeling that. But, you know, you're going to feel it a hell of a lot worse. It could lead to sickness, you know, if you keep engaging with this, with that 4 of spades in the shadow. Now's the time to rest. Okay, now's the time to put a rest to this and protect yourself from this energy. Don't let it into your space. It brings nothing but drama with this 5 of clubs coming up in the shadow, right? Put your energy toward growth and protecting what's yours, all right? Don't live out of that place anymore. And I think the King of clubs involved in this situation, I think you were a player. I think you were operating from a place of a bit of selfishness, you know, just wanting your instant gratification. You saw, you know, you saw a glimmery thing and you decided to go for it. You didn't care, you know, who got hurt in that process. I think the King of clubs in this situation, many of you were already in some kind of committed relationship. So there's an injustice that was done here. I think that there's a main female in the middle of this that's not part of this at all, that got sucked into this, and it's a very unfair situation. But I think somebody's been watching what's been happening, somebody who's mature, somebody who didn't engage with this shit, and I think they're going to come in, they're going to let this main female know what's up. I think all of this is coming to light. I do see that this King of clubs energy is definitely worked through their shadow. Like they're recognizing like, oh, this is bad. Like I shouldn't have moved like this. I shouldn't have brought this in. This was not the right way to go about things. And I think because of that, you know, you're getting recentered into this place where you can focus on your growth again, right? And when you do that, boom, you're protecting that legacy, okay? You're protecting your finances. You're protecting your assets. And what happens to diamonds? You come into balance, all right? You move out of that place of feeling imbalance, coming into balance. And instead of being in this place of like feeling a lot of lack and, you know, struggling financially, you're able to really preserve your financial assets, okay? Queen of diamonds in the light. 10 of cups in the light. Ace of diamonds in the shadow. 6 of hearts in the shadow. 6 of hearts in the light. 7 of diamonds in the shadow. Okay. 4 of clubs in the light. 2 of hearts in the light. 2 of spades in the shadow. 6 of spades in light. All right. So I'm going to tell you what all that means. All right. So what we see here is that by you taking care of this matter, okay, and coming up and out with the role you played in it, there's honesty required in this situation, and there's also a need for accountability. All right. I think that there is a queen of diamonds in this situation that's starting to kind of get the memo, is starting to get some reflection coming back to them about maybe they didn't move in the most ethical way. I think this is kind of a burden to them. Okay, so we see that earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, all right? And we see this sense of overwhelm around this with the 10 of Wands. There's stress about this. Like there's this acknowledgement that, ooh, I didn't do the right thing. I didn't make the right choice. I didn't move correctly in this matter. This person is starting to find their balance in this situation again with this 2 of diamonds, okay? They're starting to, instead of focusing on getting their hands on other people's money, they're starting to focus more on building their own finances, which is really good. They're moving away from this energy with the 6 of spades and 10 of hearts. This puts them in alignment with somebody that they're truly meant to be with, instead of working people to see what they can get out of them. As for this King of Wands energy, the King of Clubs, that is also going through their own up-leveling process, okay? They did recognize that maybe they made some choices that weren't the best. They put their partner in a compromising position by bringing a third party in. It created a lot of drama. It created a lot of issues in the community, because we did see that community card come up there, all right? There might be a lot of people that are in on this that know what's going on, and so things are very messy. There's been a lot of drama. There's been a lot of arguments, okay? We see that this might have been somebody too that you were involved with in the past, all right? This person that you were involved with that was kind of working you for your money. And we can certainly see that, of course, in a case of like a divorce or dividing of assets, anything of this nature. But there was really a need to block this energy, okay? Because by blocking this energy, you're able to actually get that that new beginning financially. You're able to preserve your new financial beginning and come up. This energy was blocking that, because this is all in the shadow. This energy was blocking that. So you recognize, okay, I got to let go of the past in this situation. And by you doing that, by you letting go of what could not grow, what was never going to grow, because it was based on a lie. It was based on something false. It was based on a faulty foundation. By you eliminating that, moving that energy out, you actually come into alignment with the true person you're supposed to be with, who is also a soulmate. All right. So we got 2 soulmates here. One soulmate is the person you're supposed to be with. It's interesting because with the 6 of hearts coming up for both of them, these could both have a past connection. All right. They could both have a past connection. They may be people you were involved with before in the past that came back into your life. They could be people that you've known for a long time. Maybe you've known them since, childhood. You go way back with these people. They could be somebody that when you met them, you were just like, I feel like I know you. Like we must have had a past life together, like that kind of connection where it's like soul recognition. I see there was that in both cases, but one of these women was a lesson. okay, a lesson, and gave the opportunity for you to overcome a very unhealthy trait about yourself. And the other woman was, kind of like sitting on the sidelines, not even aware of all these other things going on, this whole drama in the mix. Maybe this person witnessed the drama and was like, what is this about? What's going on here? This person may have even extricated themselves from the situation, just pulled back because they're like, I don't know, something don't feel right in this situation. Why are all these people in such an uproar, and why are they all coming at me? Okay, so there is a woman in this situation who's not involved in this at all. And I feel it's the partner. It's the partner of the person who was out, he was out in the streets. He was thinking with his want. He wanted what he wanted. He didn't care who it hurt. He was in it for instant gratification. And, the end result was everybody in this situation who wasn't moving correctly is getting screwed. That's what's coming forward. And there might be some legal ramifications too. There might be with that imprisonment. I also feel like where it's not actual legal ramifications, it's like spiritual jail, man. You gotta pay the piper. You move incorrectly, you gotta pay the piper, man. But we do see a realignment coming in here, okay, with the person you're meant to be with. All right, you got that four of clubs to the 2 of hearts to the 6 of hearts. There may be some kind of marriage involved in this. This may be somebody that you want to marry. You maybe are coming into a place of maturity. Maybe you are going to come clean and talk to this person, King of Clubs. Maybe you've gone through, a growth process and now you are ready to commit. But it's interesting because we see courtship coming in. So you might find, if you're not already married to this individual that you stepped out on and you're thinking of approaching this other person here, you might find that after all of this, they're like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm picking up. I don't know. Okay. But we do see that there is some kind of building together that comes as a result with the 10 of diamonds. And, but I don't know about a new start in love. All right. Because we got that Ace of Hearts coming up in the shadow. Whoever got burned here in this situation, they might be like, I'm not so sure if I want to take that on. Let me see what's on the other side of the deck. Oh, that was a house. Ooh, house in reverse. I was going to show it and it like flew out of my hands and flew upside down in my lap. Yeah, I mean, I think that you're preserving your own assets in this situation, but I don't think this person's going to want to build with you. That's kind of what it's looking like here. Yeah, it's like you got your great fortune, okay? Your money is preserved, but there's a change coming in this situation, all right? I think somebody's going to be moving on. That's what I feel. I feel like the person who got mistreated in this situation is like, I'm out. I don't need this. I didn't ask for this. I wasn't part of this. And yeah, I am on my come up. I'm building, I'm doing good. I've got some, stability. I got some stability going for me, and I'm not going to throw it away. I'm not going to build with somebody who, showed me that when the going gets tough, when I'm down on my luck, when I'm having a hard time, you're going to bail out and you're just going to go and, give your wand to whoever. Come on now. That's some shady shit. This is like telenovela stuff. This is like so drama, man. I don't know, y'all. Some of you are not moving correctly out there, and it's definitely coming to light. But we do see that there's a main female in this picture, okay, that's going to get alerted to what's going on. So what I want to know is, screw all these people, all right? Screw all these people and all their drama, man. I want to know what's coming in for this main female. And we're going to end this read off on this note, okay? Tell me about this main female who, moved correctly in this situation, the one who, has been building for themselves and really working hard to try to move into a better direction, who was not part of this. What kind of change is happening for this main female? What's coming in for this main female? Let me see that. Let me know what's coming in for this main female is going to be alerted to what's going on in this situation. What's coming in for the main female? What's coming in for the main female? Who's going to get the download about this situation? What's in store for the main female? Oh, marriage. Looks like this main female is going to be walking away from this person who played these kind of games, and they're actually aligning with the true soulmate. Okay. 10 of hearts. Okay. Again, that's like there's an ending that leads to a new beginning, leads to a beautiful relationship. There's a past cycle closing here. That's what I'm getting. There was a lot of past influence in this read. There was a lot of past influence, and it's like something is happening that really is like closing a circle on the past. It's a closing of a karmic cycle, and it's aligning the right people, with who they're meant to be with. It's also giving an opportunity for people to overcome kind of their unhealthy patterns, all right, of behavior. I think the biggest piece here that still needs to be tempered, though, is this sexuality, okay? It's like, just as I said that, the 3 of hearts hops out of the deck. Oh, yeah, let's leave it on this note. Let's leave it on this note, okay? Because we still got that eclipse energy coming in. I'm going to have more readings coming in around that, all right? But we do see here that, like, we got the 3 of hearts, okay? It's coming up in the light. Like, this is what's coming to light, is that there's been this third party influence, okay? And we got the 6 of diamonds also coming into the light. So what I'm really getting here is that as this comes to the light, there is an opportunity for healing. And what that healing looks like might not be what you want it to look like for those of you who moved incorrectly. But I do see that there is a way to kind of, just kind of like, look, we're going to just like let this go, but I'm going to move on. I'm not going to participate in a dynamic like this. But we do see there's this shadow element here, okay? And it's the 9 of hearts, which is all about the wish fulfillment, all right? So I have to say that you have to understand that there's an energy exchange that happens in these situations. And, what you put out there in one way, shape, or form, it's what creates the template of what you manifest in your life. So when this comes to light and this person finds out that you were working with other people, behind their back, there's no wish fulfillment. There's no wish fulfillment for you. That's how can there be? How could you expect somebody would want to stick around in a situation like that? How could they trust you? They can't. I see this person moving on, and they're going to move on to, be with the person that they're meant to be with, and who's meant to align will align. And those who still have some growing to do will have some growing to do. Because this person is moving away from all this drama, all this agitated energy with the 5 of Wands coming into the light. Now they're going to understand why they've been dealing with so much combativeness around them, why there's been so much upheaval in their social circle, in their community. And once that comes to light, they just don't have time for that, because this person wasn't there for your money with the 9 of diamonds, they weren't. They weren't there for your money. And they're kind of like, you can have your fucking money. Let your money keep you warm at night. Let your money keep you warm at night. 5 of hearts in the shadow. Yeah, that's all you need, right? That's going to fulfill you. Because this person here, it's the theory of 11, baby. They're coming into alignment, all right? They're coming into alignment. they got spirit on their side, and they got their whole spirit team looking out for this person, and they're going to get what's meant for them. Nobody's going to block that blessing. Cross. I don't know why I said cross. Cross. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there might be a need to take a swift action, okay? Might need to take a swift, brutal action, all right? Might need to take a swift, brutal action, and you might need to block this person on all social media. Cut it off cold, right? That's what I'm getting. You know, this is done kind of harshly too, because when you get that sword energy, that spade energy moving out of the shadow, it's like, that's like, it's going to be done pretty brutal. Whoever was moving incorrectly in this situation, they're going to get cut off like cold. There's no coming back from this. No coming back from this. Kind of a rough ride there, collective, all right? But this is the kind of stuff that's going to be coming forward. This is going to be the stuff that's coming forward, all right? The person who's going to be taking this action to block on social media may have air sign energy strongly aspected in their chart, okay? So that would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all right? So if this person's gone cold, you know, it's probably in relation to all this bullshit that's been going on, all right? And you may have air strongly aspected in your chart. You know, those of you that were involved in this dynamic and playing these games, you might be having something come to light for you right now. And you might realize that these people who looped you into all this mess, you might need to just cut them off cold. So you're not part of this kind of dynamic anymore, because this shit's going down.